Welcome you back once again in Study Battle. So today we will discuss a very general topic. You can say this is a very general topic but too important. Okay, for all point of exam. आप चाहे जियोलॉजी का एग्जाम दे रहे हो, चाहे आप जियोग्राफी के स्टूडेंट हो तो जियोग्राफी का एग्जाम दे रहे हो, या आप इन जनरल कोई भी कॉम्पिटेटिव एग्जाम दे रहे होगे, सो कहीं पे भी इससे क्वेश्चन आते ही आते हैं. एवरी एग्जाम, यहाँ पे जनरल स्टडीज़ में जहाँ पे जियोग्राफी है वहाँ पे भी इससे क्वेश्चन आ सकते हैं. सो क्वेश्चंस कैन बी रिलेटेड फ्रॉम एनी टाइप ऑफ एग्जामिनेशंस. Okay, so we will discuss different types of mountains, especially in the peninsular mountains. We all know that is the India has been divided, or the geographically India has been divided into 2-3 parts. One is the peninsular India, one is the extra peninsular India, and one is the Indo-Gangetic plain, what we call them the Ganga plain. Okay, and the extra peninsular part that consists of the Himalayan range, and the extra peninsular part means the southern plateau. जो plateau region है आपका इंडिया का, उस पर हम उसको जो plateau region है उसको हम peninsular इंडिया कहते हैं. So okay, today we will talk about the only peninsular India mountains. Okay, so very firstly we will talk about the Vindhyan mountains. We all will be knowing little bit of Vindhyan mountains. Okay, so this Vindhyan mountain, this consists of a line of escarps. Escarp means a very sloping side which any mountain or any hill which slope suddenly. Okay, whose slope changes suddenly, that is known as the escarps. Okay, on the southern border of the central Indian highlands. Okay, जो southern border है आपका central Indian highlands का जो southern border है, वहाँ पे ये विंध्यन जो माउंटेन की जो सिचुएशन है, जो कंडीशन, जो उसकी सिचुएशन है, उसको हम बता रहे हैं. ओके, एंड दैट एक्सटेंड्स फ्रॉम इंदौर, दैट इज इन द मध्य प्रदेश, टू बघेलखंड. एंड बघेलखंड, व्हाट वी कॉल बघेलखंड, सो बघेलखंड इज द ईस्टर्न पार्ट ऑफ विंध्यन माउंटेन्स. विंध्यन माउंटेन्स का जो ईस्टर्न पार्ट है, अगर आप देख रहे हो इस डायग्राम में, जो डायग्राम यहाँ पे बना हुआ है, सपोज इफ आई draw it again, you will be showing that here this is the general trend, or general trend, या इसी को हम strike कह सकते हैं. this can call be as the strike of the Vindhyan mountains. So strike of Vindhyan mountains, that is east of northeast to west of southwest. ओके, सो देखिए, अगर आप इसको ऐसे प्लॉट करो इंडिया के मैप पे, या आप अगर इसको ऐसे किसी तरह प्लॉट करो, सपोज करिए इसको हम एक नॉर्थ डायरेक्शन होगी, ये नॉर्थ साउथ डायरेक्शन होगी, ये आपकी ईस्ट वेस्ट डायरेक्शन होगी. सो आपका जो नॉर्थ ईस्ट होगा वो कहाँ पे होगा, देखिए इसको आप प्लॉट करना सीख लीजिए. ये नॉर्थ ईस्ट डायरेक्शन आपका हो जाएगा, या इसी को हम नॉर्थ ईस्ट साउथ वेस्ट कह सकते हैं. लेकिन यहाँ पे क्या कह रहा है, जो स्ट्राइक इसकी दी गई है वो ईस्ट ऑफ नॉर्थ ईस्ट है. ओके, सो नॉर्थ ईस्ट का ईस्ट कौन सा होगा, देखिए नॉर्थ ईस्ट आपका ये हो गया, इसको हम कह देंगे नॉर्थ ईस्ट. सो इसका नॉर्थ ईस्ट का नॉर्थ ईस्ट कौन हो जाएगा, सो नॉर्थ ईस्ट का ईस्ट जो है वो ये हो जाएगा. ओके, सो इसको हम नॉर्थ ईस्ट ऑफ ईस्ट कहेंगे और वेस्ट ऑफ साउथ वेस्ट कहेंगे. ओके, सो ये इसका ऐसे इसको पैटर्न है, ऐसे ही हम इसको प्लॉट करते हैं. ओके, ये आपको ध्यान रखना है, जब भी इस तरह से पॉइंट आपको डायरेक्शन को मार्क करने आए तो आप ऐसे ही मार्क करेंगे. ओके, सो अगर हम इसका जो कंडीशन है, जो स्ट्राइक है, स्ट्राइक के बारे में बात करें तो स्ट्राइक ऑफ द माउंटेन, दैट इज ईस्ट ऑफ नॉर्थ ईस्ट टू वेस्ट ऑफ साउथ वेस्ट. ओके, और if you talk about the important rock, the lithology, the important rocks which are being present there, so in Vindhyan supergroup or in Vindhyan mountains we get the rocks like sandstone, limestone and shale types of rocks, generally sedimentary rocks. Okay, in today's अगर आपने आज का जो कम्युनिटी टैब है चैनल, इन टुडेज चैनल्स कम्युनिटी टैब, आई हैव पोस्टेड क्वेश्चन, एक उसमें आपका पोल क्वेश्चन है, अगर आपने उसको देखा हो जियोलॉजी और अर्थ साइंस स्टूडेंट्स के लिए है, वो जियोग्राफी वालों के लिए भी. उसमें मैंने पूछा था कि आपका कौन सा जो अनमेटामॉर्फोज्ड प्रोटेरोजोइक सेगमेंट्स कौन से हैं, अनमेटामॉर्फोज्ड प्रोटेरोजोइक जो ग्रुप है वो कौन सा है. तो उसमें देखिए आपका एक ऑप्शन विंध्यन सुपर ग्रुप रहा होगा. सो विंध्यन सुपर ग्रुप और कडप्पा सुपर ग्रुप, जिसको हम पुराना बेसिन्स कहते हैं, सो ये दोनों अनमेटामॉर्फोज्ड मींस इसमें किसी भी तरह की देयर हैज बीन नो एविडेंस ऑफ सिंगल मेटामॉर्फिज्म. ओके, नाइदर मेटामॉर्फिज्म नॉट मेटासोमैटिज्म. they are the layered rocks. Sedimentary rocks are there, limestone, sandstone, shale, okay, all these types of rocks we get, okay. So that's why the lithology is very sandstone type, sedimentary rock type, okay. And if we talk about the general altitude, जो उसका altitude है, that ranges from 2500 to 2600 or 700, means 2500 से 2600 फीट के आसपास है. सो अगर हम इसी को कन्वर्ट करें, इफ वी कन्वर्ट दिस डेटा इनटू मीटर्स, सो दैट कन्वर्ट्स टू 760 टू 1222 मीटर्स, ओके. तो 760 से 1220 के आसपास का 1220 मीटर के आसपास की इसकी जो एवरेज हाइट है, ओके. और यहाँ पे आपको एक ध्यान रखना है, मैंने पहले भी बता दिया कि द ईस्टर्न पार्ट ऑफ विंध्यन माउंटेन्स. अब इस विंध्यन पार्ट का जो विंध्यन माउंटेन है, ये आपका इसकी ट्रेंड होगी, ये इसका ट्रेंड हो गया. तो इसका जो ईस्टर्न पार्ट है, ईस्टर्न पार्ट कौन सा हो जाएगा, इसका ईस्टर्न पार्ट जो आपका कहीं यहाँ पड़ेगा इस तरफ, ओके. तो ये आपका जो ईस्टर्न पार्ट है, इसको हम बघेलखंड कहते हैं, ओके. आपने दो नाम सुने होंगे, एक है बुंदेलखंड और एक है बघेलखंड. तो इसके आसपास का जो एरिया है उसको हम बघेलखंड कहते हैं, ओके. सो और जो बघेलखंड है उसी को हम, उस रेंज को, जो उसकी माउंटेनियस रेंज है, उसको हम कैमूर रेंज कहते हैं. तो आपने देखा होगा, अगर आप यूपी का मैप देखते होगे तो यूपी में जो आपका सोनभद्र, ओके, बांदा, झांसी, इसके आसपास का जो एरिया है, that is known as the Baghelkhand, and the ranges which we get there, that is the Kaimur range, okay. So ये आपका बघेलखंड एरिया लगता है, ओके. तो ये आपको ध्यान रखना है. और सबसे इंपॉर्टेंट जो यहाँ पे है आपके लिए पर्टिकुलर लिथोलॉजीज की, कि आपको कभी भी विंध्यन और कडप्पा सुपर ग्रुप में कभी भी आप मेटामॉर्फिक रॉक्स का जिक्र नहीं करेंगे. देयर हैज नॉट बीन इवन अ सिंगल एपिसोड ऑफ मेटामॉर्फिज्म, ओके. सो मेटासोमैटिक एक्टिविटी का कोई भी सिंगल एपिसोड नहीं है. सो कडप्पा और विंध्यन दोनों सुपर ग्रुप आपके पुराना बेसिन्स के हैं, और उन दोनों में कभी भी आप मेटामॉर्फिक रॉक्स का नाम नहीं लेंगे, ओके. और अगर इसका हम ट्रेंड की बात करें, जो सबसे इंपॉर्टेंट है, ये आपका, आप चाहे बार्क का एग्जाम दो, जीएसआई का दो, गेट का दो, नेट का दो, अगर आप जो पोस्ट ग्रेजुएट के जो एडमिशन टेस्ट हैं, जो यूजी के स्टूडेंट्स हैं, उनके लिए भी इंपॉर्टेंट है, क्योंकि इस तरह के क्वेश्चन जनरली आपके जैम का एग्जाम है, बीएचयू का एग्जाम हो, या और भी जो एग्जाम है जो आपके पोस्ट ग्रेजुएशन के एडमिशन के लिए एग्जाम होते हैं, उसमें एक जनरली अक्सर पूछे जाते हैं, ओके. सो इसमें ट्रेंड आपके लिए बहुत ज़रूरी है, ईस्ट ऑफ नॉर्थ ईस्ट टू वेस्ट ऑफ साउथ वेस्ट. और हम कैसे इसको रिप्रेजेंट करेंगे, दैट इज ऑल्सो इम्पॉर्टेंट, ओके. सो ये आपका विंध्यन माउंटेन्स के बारे में हो गया, ओके. और अगर हम इससे पहले बात करें अरावली माउंटेन्स की, तो अरावली के बारे में भी आप काफ़ी सारा जानते होंगे. अरावली माउंटेन्स के बारे में भी आपको पता होना चाहिए कि दिस इज़ वन ऑफ द मोस्ट ओल्डेस्ट माउंटेन रेंजेस. ये सबसे ओल्डेस्ट माउंटेन रेंज है ना. ये केवल इंडिया की बात नहीं है, लिखा इसमें जरूर हुआ है ओल्डेस्ट माउंटेन रेंज इन इंडिया, बट इंडिया में ही नहीं, ये एशिया की सबसे ओल्डेस्ट माउंटेन रेंज है, ओके. और ये जो माउंटेन रेंज है, दिस डिवाइड्स द राजस्थान इनटू 2 पार्ट्स, ओके. ये यहाँ पे जो माउंटेन रेंज है, ये जो विंध्यन जो अरावली माउंटेन्स हैं, दे डिवाइड द राजस्थान स्टेट इनटू 2 पार्ट्स, ओके. तो देखिए, ये आपकी अरावली रेंज हो गई, इसको हम अरावली रेंज अगर मान रहे हैं, दिस इफ यू कंसीडरिंग इट एज अरावली रेंज. सो अब आप सपोज करिए, इसका ट्रेंड आपको पता होना चाहिए. ट्रेंड जो इसका है, इसकी स्ट्राइक जो है वो नॉर्थ ईस्ट साउथ वेस्ट है, ओके. ये आपका नॉर्थ ईस्ट हो गया, ये आपका साउथ वेस्ट हो गया, ओके. नाउ व्हाट आई एम ट्राइंग टू टेल यू, this trend north east south west, this divides Rajasthan into 2 parts. One is northwest Rajasthan, okay, northwest Rajasthan, and another is the southeast Rajasthan, okay. So ये आपके लिए important है, क्योंकि ट्रेंड जब आपको पता चल जाएगा, when you are aware with the trend of a particular mountain, then you can observe or you can identify the what will be the its position on the map, okay. Whenever you take a traverse while in the field work, so आपको ट्रेंड अगर उसका पता है, तो आप आसपास के रीजन्स को मॉनिटर करके यू कैन आइडेंटिफाई द व्हाट इज द ट्रेंड एंड व्हाट इज द पोजीशन ऑन द मैप, ओके. सो ट्रेंड इसका इंपॉर्टेंट है, ट्रेंड दैट इज नॉर्थ ईस्ट साउथ वेस्ट, ओके. सो ट्रेंड दैट इज ऑल्सो इंपॉर्टेंट. And if we talk about its extension, from where it extends, so extends from Gujarat, okay, so Gujarat in south to Delhi in east, ओके. सो गुजरात से लेकर के दिल्ली तक इसका एक्सटेंशन है, अगर आप एक्सटेंशन की बात करें, ओके. ये तो इसका जनरल एक्सटेंशन हुआ, लेकिन अगर हम इसका परसेप्टिबल कहें कि कहाँ तक इसको हम परसेप्टिबल है, कहाँ तक इसको हम देखते हैं, सो फ्रॉम अप टू लकडाइव आइलैंड्स एंड अप टू मालदीव आइलैंड्स वी कैन फाइंड, ओके. वी कैन percept it's perceptible up to the Lakadive and Maldive Islands, okay. And some of the authors, they believe that it extends up to the beyond Himalayas, okay. In the older times, now it's degrading means its height is getting low, and the weathering and all these physical properties, physical weathering processes, they are going on in that region. That's why the height is little bit low, but in ancient time it was believed to have extended beyond the Himalayas, okay, in the later time or in the past, not in present situation, okay. And another very important point from the meteorological point of view that you have to consider, that is the monsoon, its monsoonal importance. What is its monsoonal activity, monsoonal importance, okay. Look, now you have understood the trend of Aravalli Mountains. So Aravalli Mountains being trended at northeast southwest. So now you can imagine, for from here you can imagine that how you will find it. So suppose this is the direction of southwest monsoon. This is the direction of southwest monsoon, okay, southwest monsoon. So now you can imagine when the monsoonal winds, they will blow, so they will block, okay, since its direction, since its trend is northeast southwest, so they will face the Aravalli Mountains, okay. And they also, these monsoonal winds, they are also parallel to the monsoon, okay. So Aravalli Mountains, these are parallel to the mountains, these meteorological winds, or we can call them the monsoonal winds. So they put a little meteorological impact or the influence, as it is parallel to the monsoon course, okay. As a result, some part of Rajasthan, that gradually turning into desert, because this side, okay, the western side, you don't expect so much of rain in Aravallis in Rajasthan. That's why some part of this western part, that is turning into a desert like situation, deserty conditions are there, okay. And if we talk about the elevation, that what is the height, average height, so the average height is 1220 meters or something in that around, okay, in that data, okay. But in the past, in the ancient time, it was higher, as we are looking it today, okay. And if we talk about the lithological variations or lithology, what type of rocks are there, so Aravalli Mountains, they consist of Aravallis and Delhi system of rocks. So Aravalli Mountains, they consist of the rocks of Aravalli and Delhi system of rocks, which are of Huronian to Algonquian age, okay. ये आपको एज में जब टाइम स्केल के बारे में बताऊंगा, आई विल डिस्कस अबाउट द जियोलॉजिकल टाइम स्केल, then I will tell you what is the Huronian, one is the Huronian and second is the Algonquian age. इस एज के बारे में हम बाद में डिस्कस करेंगे, ये आप जियोलॉजिकल टाइम स्केल के बारे में जब हम डिस्कस करेंगे, तब यहाँ पे हम इसको डिस्कस करेंगे, बताएंगे इसको, ओके. सो ये आपको ध्यान रखना है कि ये इसका जो एज है, अरावली माउंटेन्स की जो रॉक्स हैं, जो अरावली एज की रॉक्स हैं, उनको हम ह्यूरोनियन कहते हैं, और एज उसकी ह्यूरोनियन है, और जो दिल्ली सिस्टम की रॉक्स हैं उनकी जो एज है वो एल्गोंकियन है, ओके. सो दैट यू हैव टू रिमेंबर फॉर नाउ, बट लेटर वी विल डिस्कस इन अनदर वीडियो, एंड वी विल टॉक अबाउट द जियोलॉजिकल टाइम स्केल, देन वी विल डिस्कस व्हाट इज द मीनिंग ऑफ दीज टर्म्स, ओके. नाउ this is about Aravalli Mountains, and Vindhyans we have already discussed. Now if we talk about the Satpura Mountains, so what is very important from the Satpura Mountains point of view, that this is situated, if we talk about the situation of Satpura Mountains, so this is the situation of Satpura Mountains, okay, and Satpura Mountains, they are situated in between the Narmada river in the north and Tapti river in the south, okay. You will be aware with the position or the situation of Aravalli, Narmada river and Tapti river. So Narmada and Tapti, that is divided by the Satpura Mountains, okay. And sometimes it's also called that Satpura Mountains, these are parallel to the Vindhyan Mountains, okay. So again the strike will be east of northeast to west of southwest. So that will again the strike of Vindhyan, that is parallel to or that is same as the Satpura Mountains, okay. And if we talk about the extension, that where they are extended, where we get its extension, to Rajpipla, there is a place Rajpipla Hills in Maharashtra, up to the west, in the west Rajpipla Hills in Maharashtra, and that extends up to almost Bihar, some part of Bihar, that is also being covered by the Satpura Mountains, okay. And if we talk about the local lithology, that what types of rocks we get there, so it consists of most part of Satpura Mountains, that consists of Deccan basalts, but other than Deccan basalts we get the Gondwana rocks in the Mahadeva Hills, okay. There is a hill named as Mahadeva Hills, so Gondwana rocks are there in Mahadeva Hills, and Archean rocks, they have also been reported from the Maikal range, okay. So Maikal range and Mahadeva Hills, these are two hills or the ranges, and the rocks, Deccan basalt rocks are there, Deccan basaltic rocks are there, Gondwana rocks are there, and Archean rocks are also there, okay. So that is about the Satpura Mountain. We are talking only just the general overview. Sometimes questions are being asked. Suppose you, if you are taking any types of examination, you will get some question of easier type. 40 to 50% types of question will be easier, 20 to 30% will be moderate, and 20 to 30% they will be of tough type. So in every exam you get all these types of questions. That's why we are generally discussing it, okay. Now if we talk about the Eastern Ghat, so Eastern Ghat and Western Ghat, that is very important for you to understand, okay. And if we talk about the extension or the situation, so situation you are very aware with. Eastern Ghat means the Eastern Ghat of India, okay. So there is a series of several broken and unconnected, okay. There are several unconnected and broken mountains, okay, means they are broken and unconnected, okay, from Odisha to Nilgiri, okay. So its extension in north to Odisha in the north, up to Nilgiri Hills in the south, up to, or we can call them Odisha to Tamil Nadu, we can call them, okay. And they are the relic type of mountains, okay. So Eastern Ghat, that consists of relic type of mountains. Relic means which are remaining, जो बचे हुए, जिसको हम कहते हैं ना, बचे हुए माउंटेन्स जो हैं उनको हम रिलिक टाइप ऑफ माउंटेन्स कहते हैं, ओके. सो यहाँ पे आपको ये ध्यान रखना है, यू हैव टू रिमेंबर दैट द ईस्टर्न घाट वी हैव ऑलरेडी डिस्कस्ड, दे आर द रिलिक टाइप ऑफ माउंटेन्स एंड notable hills which are very important from the exam point of view, that the hills are Nallamalai Hills, the Sevaroy Hills, and the Nilgiri Hills, okay. So Nallamalai, Sevaroy, and the Nilgiri Hills, they are in the succession of direction, means Nallamalai in north, Sevaroy and Nilgiri, so Nilgiri is in the north, Nilgiri is in the south, okay. Nilgiris we will again discuss in the Western Ghat, okay, because Nilgiri makes the intersection point or the meeting point of Eastern Ghat and Western Ghat. That is very important for you to understand, okay. If we talk about that, we have discussed that which type of hills are there. Rock, if the lithology if we talk about, so Archean rocks are there, as well as the Kadapa group of rocks are also there, okay. So Archean rocks, important rocks are there, Khondalites, Chornokites and gneisses, they are the important Archean rocks, and Kadapa rocks, they are most important. So in Kadapa rocks we get mainly the sandstone type of rocks, sandstone sedimentary rocks like sandstone, limestone, shale. When we were discussing about the Vindhyan mountains, there we have already discussed about the lithology of Vindhyan mountains and the Kadapa rocks. Okay. If we talk about the general strike, so general strike is northeast, southwest. Okay, so general strike will be northeast, southwest. Okay, this is if we talk about north, and this south, north, south, east, west and east. Okay, so northwest, northeast, southwest, that is it, that is its general trend or the general strike. Okay, and if we talk about the rainfall, since the series of, we have already discussed the series of broken and unconnected, the Eastern Ghat, that's why Eastern Ghat is broken and unconnected. That is the main reason why the most of the Western Ghat rivers, they also flow or they also drain into Bay of Bengal. Okay, there are 2-3 reasons. One is the Eastern Ghat is little bit higher, means height of Eastern Ghat, Western Ghat height is more than that of the Eastern Ghat, and Western Ghat is connected. There is no space for the rivers to enter. Okay, but in the case of Eastern Ghat, the Eastern Ghat is little bit unconsolidated and broken. So the rivers, they get the place, they get the segments for its flow. Okay, so that's why most of the Eastern Ghat, Western Ghat rivers, they also flow into, drains into Eastern Ghat or subsequently into the Bay of Bengal. Okay, so that you have to also remember. Sometimes it's being asked that why most of the rivers, Western Ghat rivers, they also flow, they also drains into Eastern Ghat or in the Bay of Bengal. Okay, rather than Arabian Sea, since if they are the Western Ghat rivers, so obviously that should drain into the Arabian Sea, but because of these 2-3 reasons, the Eastern Ghat, the Western Ghat rivers, they also drain into the Eastern Ghat or in the Bay of Bengal. Okay, so this is about Eastern Ghat. Now if we talk about Western Ghat, so there is one of the most important point which you have to remember about Western Ghat, that is Western Ghat is also known as Sahyadri. Okay, you would have studied it somewhere or you will be knowing about that. And another very important fact about the Western Ghat is that we get peculiar step-like features or the step-like characters as a result of the erosion of the horizontal layers. Okay, so horizontal layers of Deccan basalt or the Deccan plateau, they have been eroded subsequently. That's why several step-like features are very peculiar. Several step-like features have been formed. These are very peculiar in Western Ghat. Okay, so Western Ghat second name is Sahyadris, and its peculiar structure characteristic, that is the step-like features because of the erosion of the Deccan basalt or Deccan traps or the Deccan basalt. Okay, which covers most part of the Western Ghat from Goa to the river Tapti. Okay, and the Western Ghat extension, if we talk about, so its extension is from the river Tapti to southernmost part of Cape Comorin. This is the extension or this is the expansion. Okay, and that we have already talked about. The Western Ghat meet the Eastern Ghat in the Nilgiris. Okay, so Nilgiri hills, this is the meeting point. Okay, that I have written here, meeting point of Eastern and Western Ghat. Okay, and if we talk about the lithological variations, what are the lithologies? So Archean gneiss, that is one of the most important rocks in the Western Ghat. Chornokites, they have also been reported, but Archean gneiss, that is very important. You would have studied in the Western, in the Dharwar Craton, about the Chornokites, about the gneisses, different types of gneisses that you would have already studied in Dharwar supergroup or Dharwar Craton if we talk about. Another very important feature from the geographical as well as the geological point of view, that is the peaks. Okay, So the Nilgiris hills, they are in. Before we talk about the hills, peaks, you should understand the position. Okay, so Nilgiri hills, they are in the north, then Anaimudi, and then Cardamom hills. Okay, so this is the north to south sequence of that Nilgiri to Cardamom hills, and that is generally being asked. Sometimes the question is being asked, and various times the question has been asked already in the exams, the general sequence of Nilgiris, Anaimudi and Cardamom hills. Okay, from north to west, north to south or south to north. Okay, so that you have to remember. Nilgiri hills, they are in the north, and Cardamom hills, they are in south. Okay, now if we talk about the Nilgiri hills, the peak of Nilgiri hills, that is the second most highest altitude in the peninsular India, that is the Doda Betta. Okay, that we will talk about later. So Doda Betta, Nilgiri hills, they reach to Nilgiri hills. Okay, so in Nilgiri hills, Doda Betta peak is also there, and its elevation or its height is 2670 meters. Okay, so 2670 meters height, Doda Betta, that is situated in Nilgiri hills. Okay, and south of the Nilgiri hills, when we come into Annamalai hills, so Annamalai hills, they contain highest elevation in the peninsular India, that is known as the Anaimudi peak. Okay, so Anaimudi peak is the highest elevated peak of पेनिनसुलर इंडिया. सो पेनिनसुलर इंडिया की जो सबसे हाईएस्ट पीक है वो आपकी अनाईमुडी है. ये आपने कई सारे एग्जाम्स में क्वेश्चन देखा भी होगा, पढ़ा भी होगा. ओके, सो हाइट इज 2697 मीटर्स और अप्रॉक्सीमेटली यू कैन से 3 किलोमीटर्स, 2.7 किलोमीटर्स और 2697 meters. Okay, and the Cardamom hills, they are most southern part of Cardamom hills. Okay, so this is about the Cardamom hills, Nilgiri hills and Annamalai. Okay, Annamalai hills. And the Palni hills, the Cardamom hills through off an easterly branch to the Palni hills. एक Palni hills है जो easterly branch है आपकी Cardamom hills की. ओके, एंड स्ट्राइक इज मोर और लेस नॉर्थ साउथ. इसकी जो स्ट्राइक है वो आपकी नॉर्थ साउथ स्ट्राइक है, इसकी नॉर्थ एंड साउथ. सो दिस इज ओवरव्यू ऑफ वेस्टर्न घाट. ओके, एंड अनदर lastly we will talk about the Raj Mahal hills that we should have studied earlier. So Raj Mahal hills, they form an isolate range of high and detached hillocks. Hillocks is the less higher peaks. Okay, less higher hillocks and mountains. Okay, so hillocks are the very low lying areas. Okay, but higher than the plateau. Okay, so plateau, then hill, then hillocks, then hill, then mountain. So this is the general increasing sequence of height. Okay, in terms of mountains. So they are isolated ranges of high and detached hillocks. They are present in the Raj Mahal hills. Okay, so Raj Mahal hills, there we get volcanic rocks, volcanic types of rocks. Okay, so that we will get there, the basaltic type of rocks over there. Okay, in the volcanic rocks, the basaltic types of rocks are there. Okay, and that generally covers the area of about 80 miles, or we can call them the 128 kilometers, 130 kilometers, in that range of. Okay, and if we talk about the average altitude, the average height we can call them. So average height is 1500 feet, or generally we call them, if we convert feet into meters, so that is around 500 meters, 450 meters, 457 meters. It can vary, but in that range. And the general types of rocks which are present there, so rocks, they are basalts with intercalations of. Okay, so basalt, that we have already talked about, the volcanic rocks, and especially basalt with the intercalations of grit, carbonaceous shale and calcareous and siliceous material type of rock. Okay, so generally the lithological structure or the lithology, the rocks are the basaltic type of rocks, or volcanic rocks we can call them. Okay, so this is all about a very general video, we can call them the general video, but these types of questions are generally asked, whether the question may be asked from the lithological point of view, or the structural point of view, the mountain peaks type of point of view, or the overall the strike is very important. Structural point of view means the strike of mountains is very important for you to understand, because sometimes the generally questions which is asked from the strike point of view, so the question that is of matching type, at one side you will be given the mountains, on the other side you will be given the strike, so you will have to match the mountains and the strike of the mountains. Okay, so this is all about this particular video, and the PDF of this video you can download from the Telegram, and the link that I will provide in the description. Okay, thank you.